There is a new wild 8-speed automatic transmission fix for several of GM's popular trucks like the Silverado and Sierra that just came out. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Let's go over this one because this one got me rubbing the beard. What's going on with this one? It's kind of an interesting story. It's on our website, pickuptrucktalk.com. And so if you check out the homepage, you'll see it here on the homepage. It's also going to be under our new Reliability Center. If you take that and scroll down, we have this section called Known Problems. So they can be here, or as you scroll down, you'll find it as well. I will click the button here, and you can see it under All Known Problems, and it can be the top story here. So it's interesting. It's for the Silverado and Sierra. There's a couple other 8-speeds as well that GM does throughout their trucks. And as the transmission goes in for repair, there's several steps that dealers have to do, including the final step that they call corporate and talk to one of their engineers at corporate, which is one of their warranty engineers, different than the engineers who develop the trucks, and talk through the steps to see if they can get the part installed under warranty. Interesting. So here's the story. So if you've been following the details on the 8-speed transmission for years, it's been, wow. They've had 2 different versions of it, and they just had lots of issues with this 8-speed transmission for whatever reason. There's just been issues galore. So this is the new PIP, which is the new PIP bulletin. It's like similar to a technical service bulletin. It covers 2019 through 2022 Silverado and models and equipped with a 5.3 liter V8 or 2.7 liter turbo. 2023, 2026 versions with a 2.7 liter turbo. Also covers 2023, 2026 Colorado and Canyon equipped with 2.7 liter 8-speed transmission. And if you experience a familiar shudder, there's a familiar shudder with these trucks. I actually talked to an owner about this, I don't know, on the phone maybe 6-7 months ago. And the first step is to do a transmission fluid flush. I've heard of many dealerships doing this. They do a transmission fluid flush. They put a different type of transmission fluid in, different brand, and it seems like it fixes stuff. It seems like problem solved. And I've had a lot of dealers tell me that they do a transmission fluid fix and it's done. Well, if that doesn't work, and there's other issues as far as the shudder doesn't go away, you still have that issue with that transmission, then you have to do additional steps. And this is interesting. So after you do that step, on the next step is to drive the truck another 200 miles to the shudder returns. If that doesn't do it, things get more interesting. So return to the shudder. The truck must now be tested in manual 7th gear. And the thing is, dealer's technician, after they swap the transmission fluid, if the shudder's still there, he's got to take your truck and go for a road trip at 200 miles. Now that makes most guys a little bit nervous, right? So you got to put it in manual mode in 7th gear, and they drive up to, and in 7th gear, it forces it to stay there via manual shifting. And if the shudder remains under those conditions, the dealer can then move on to the next step. So the final step in this is to replace the converter. And to do that, it's torque converter. You have to contact GM's Product Quality Control Center to get permission to replace the torque converter. In other words, a technician can't simply diagnose a bad converter, order a new part, and get on with it. No. He's got to get another set of eyeballs on this, which is the whole point of paperwork and solving the problem anyways. He's got to get another layer of bureaucracy on top of the problem. Oh boy. So why they add another layer of paperwork? So it's our understanding and it's our conclusion that, frankly, GM's getting tired of replacing all these torque converters. And they really want technicians to go out there and see if they can't solve the problem just by driving the damn thing. Replace the fluid and drive it. GM's convinced that the fluid is the problem. Just change the fluid out, go for that long 200-mile drive in 7th gear, let the fluid do its job, and the shudder will go away. Stop throwing parts at the transmission. GM's probably spending quite a bit of money replacing these torque converters, and customers may still be complaining about the shudder because the fluid has not had a chance to do its job. Maybe. I don't know. That's our assumption. But it is interesting that that's what's going on. So there's additional layer of paperwork going on with this issue. So it's not exactly a new repair as far as the bulletin is, because they had been replacing torque converters before. And it's not a recall. It's just, okay, so what owners need to know? Well, yeah, you're going to take it in to the dealership. The dealership's going to look at you and say, okay, you have the shudder complaint. Okay. They're going to pull up the PIP, which is like there's information to get from the computer. PIP's going to say, hey, change transmission fluid. Okay, change it. Then they're going to give it back to you. You're going to say, hey, there's still a shudder. That means the technician is going to get himself a couple podcasts or some music on his iPad or his phone, get that going. He's going to get himself some drink, go for a 200-mile drive in 7th gear only, come back and go through it again with you. And if you still got a problem, torque converter, as long as he can convince the GM Quality Center that that is the only way to go. The only course of action is to get that new torque converter for that transmission. Okay, so, all right, interesting. And then on the 10-speed side of things, right, so we know about the diesel problems. The diesel only 10-speed for 2020 through 2022 model year, I believe it was, had some problems with the valve body. And then what they did now is they put software installed to monitor the wear of the transmission to see if it needs to have service done that as well on the diesels. So the gas 10-speed seemed like there's not as many issues, and that software is not part of that recall. GM and 10 speeds and 8 speeds and transmissions. What is going on with this stuff? So I'll be curious to see what happens in the 2027 Silverados and Sierras, that kind of stuff moving forward. We do know the 8-speed is going away in the 2027 Silverado and Sierra. It's going to be 10-speed only. And for the 1500 series, the majority of those are gas engines. The 3-liter Duramax diesel does sell, but it's not a volume seller in the 1500 series. So the majority of those 10-speed transmissions are gas only, which was not part of the recall. Knock on wood or whatever, should be good transmissions for customers. Hopefully, if not, you betcha I'll be right here doing stories on them and videos and writing up the various issues impacting transmissions if there's a problem. So for more, check out videos up over here, website over here, website down below as well, pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.